Big Oaks, what you saying?
What's happening, bro? I'm good, man. How are you?
Aye, good mate. Pleasantly surprised, to be honest. I was miserable for the entire 90 minutes, but until the 95th, I was laughing, to be honest, how we've managed to get a draw out of
Bro, I fell asleep, mate. I fell
that.
asleep. I fell asleep during the second half because it was so boring to watch. Yeah. But the first half, I watched the first half and a bit second half. But the first half, I just thought like Spurs have travelled almost 6,000 miles in the last 10 days. Yeah, cool. Bear that in mind, and they've played their strongest team in Europe on a Thursday night.
Hmm.
Cool. Why are we showing them so much respect?
Hmm.
Like from the time I saw the lineup, I just felt like, why are we doing this? As in, yes, I get the injuries and whatever, but then when we actually kicked off, seeing Hayden playing centre back, and how deep we were against the Spurs side, who for me they were knackered. Any other team, they any other team they would have put us to bed. First half, 3-0 down, easy,
Aye.
game done. But they were knackered, so I don't get why it took us probably until the second half, and it took probably us to see Jolinton actually putting a shift in to realize, okay, we can actually not lose this game, but still not go forward. Do you get me? Like, it was weird, just seeing the whole game in it, but yeah. So I just felt like we just showed them a bit too much respect in the first half, and if we had taken the game to them early on, we might have got a point earlier on and even a win because Spurs in defence are shaky. Like they got Eric Dyer in defence. Like I'm sure Wilson, Miggy, and Joe attacking them may have caused them some threat, especially knowing that Doherty plays so high up as well. But yeah, man, I just felt like the first half was poor. Second half it got better, but still there was no intent. Like I see what 8 shots on target for Spurs and 0 for us. That just sort of summed up the game and why I fell asleep. So yeah, and it just brought to mind last year, and it was what I didn't want to happen this year. Us sort of sitting back and waiting to concede a goal or playing out for a 1-0 defeat or a draw. It was bad to watch, man. But at the same time, I don't know how we got the point, but we got the point in it. So yeah,
Aye, definitely obviously got lucky getting that VAR decision. And like you say, for me, when I seen the five at the back, I thought, well, why? Because they're not a Manchester City, they're not a
no,
Liverpool.
for real,
Do
like the
they
Spurs.
really deserve this much respect? Like Everton took the game to them and won, and like you say, they've only had 24, 48 hours to prepare for this. They're knackered. You could see the second half how slow they were second half because they
Yeah,
just couldn't string past that second half because they were shattered. So it was too late in the subs and too late in going for it and playing five at the back. It is kind of depressing. I mean, it was kind of miserable to watch throughout. And
yeah,
just like you say, if you're going to sit back and let Spurs play their game, they're inevitably going to score goals and win. And we were just lucky
yeah,
that Dortmund had a game of his life, and the post got
yeah.
in the way of putting it out of sight.
Exactly, and on another day, even if it's the same team, Son's 2 chances they go in, Kane's chances they go in, and then it's game done in the first half an hour. So we were lucky today, man. We were very very lucky today. I do feel like the manager is not going to get the best out of these players,
Nah,
um, and it's not an attack on Steve Bruce at all. It's just the realness in it, and that's just my opinion because he doesn't know how to. I don't know, like he doesn't know how to get us from a bad situation into a good. I feel like when we went 1-0 down, yeah, we sort of stepped up a little bit, right? But even then, there was no intent, And I don't care about the injuries or who didn't play or who's out, ASM or Fraser. I don't care about that. We still had a 40 million pound player playing for us, with Miggy up there as well, and Wilson. And I felt sorry for Wilson today because I felt like any striker in the world, even Lewandowski, if he was playing for us, he would have struggled today because he was just isolated. Like as in, it was him against four or the Spurs back line, and no wonder Joe struggled last year because we're so deep, and any chance we had to counter attack because we're so deep, he's by himself up top. So like any striker in our team will struggle based on how we play, and I sort of felt sorry for our strikers today, because it was just like he had no support up top. And I could tell him himself as well. He's thinking like, oh my goodness, like, why are we so deep? Like, where's my support? But he'll learn quickly, but at the same time, his job is to score our goals, isn't it? And he took the penalty well, he scored it. So yeah, man, yeah, literally, like, as in, I don't feel like Bruce is the guy to take us forward, because, you know, he just sees big six teams and he just sort of says, you know what, show them respect. When we sort of don't need to anymore. Like, as in, those days of us playing five at the back and sitting back, they're over now. You know, we've made good signings. We're now a Premier League team where we can sort of compete now. Why are we still sitting back and showing these people respect? But so that's why I feel like Bruce isn't the guy to sort of take the team forward anyways. But I mean, it is what it is. We are where we are. 4 points out of the first 3. The Brighton game was a blank anyway, so that one didn't really exist. So I'll take the point, innit? But it's just how we got the point as well. Yeah.
I mean, why? Like you say, we act like we're a lower league side traveling to Spurs in the FA Cup, like we're a Championship, League One, League Two team, don't we? Because why spend all this money on forwards, on Wilson, Almira, on Jordan, on? You've nearly got £100 million up front, and none of them are in the final third or passing the ball between each other.
Yeah. Even that as well. Even what you said, I'm sure a team in the Championship will put it on Spurs. Like, they'll press them, you know, because they want to fight. I feel like we're just happy to nick a win or nick a point, and that's exactly what we've done today. We nicked a point. That's not humble. Do you get me? Like, that's not humble. And I feel like us fans, we have to be careful, because that's going to come back and bite us as well, because we are going to be at the end of that as well, you know, where it hits someone's hand and then it's a penalty. So it's not humble, but today we got lucky. We get the point and we sort of move on to our next game, innit? So yeah.
All right, nice one, mate. Good seeing you. Take care.
Cheers, man. Take care, bro.
See you later, bro. Drop.